What's up, guys? So today, basically what happened, I went to Six Flags Great Adventure, New Jersey for the first time in like 5 years, I think. And I've ridden some pretty good new rides, and I was originally gonna do on-ride POVs, but I actually wasn't allowed to bring my GoPro on the roller coasters, so yep, it's gonna be just a roller coaster ranking video. But yeah, the only roller coasters that I'm not including are Skull Mountain, Harley Quinn Crazy Train, Dark Knight, and of course this thing, because it's always closed. Alright, well, coming in at number 8, we have Green Lantern. So, when I was going up the chain lift, I was really excited. I was like, wow, a stand-up coaster? Never really ridden a stand-up coaster. As soon as I hit the first drop, my feelings changed instantly. My head banged so hard, and it was just painful throughout the entire ride. This ride would be very good if it wasn't so rough, because I don't know if it's just because I'm short or something, but my head banged so hard that when I got off, I had like a huge headache. So yeah, I did not really like this coaster at all because of that. But yeah, if the roughness gets fixed, they'll be totally fine. It's way too rough for me to handle, and it's painful. I've heard some people complain about the restraints, but I don't really find them that uncomfortable. That I just find the bumpiness ridiculous, and by the time I was hit the mid-break run, I just wanted it to end because it was so painful. Anyways, yeah. Coming in at number 7 is Batman the Ride. So this was the first roller coaster actually that I rode when I came here, and I found it pretty intense, but I mean, like, it's kind of just like a hanging coaster compared to the other coasters. It doesn't really do too much. I mean, it's very fun. It's a pretty good hanging coaster, but I mean, this park has some pretty good roller coasters, and to me, this one isn't just the best. It's kind of short, and meaning like not very tall. It has decent duration, I guess, and has a few inversions that are pretty fun. But yeah, number 7, Batman the Ride. I'd I'd recommend. It's pretty fun. Coming in at number 6 is what used to be called Bizarro, but is now called Medusa. So this used to be called Bizarro, but then it got like repainted, and they also added fire, which was pretty cool. There's like this drop where you'll see fire. Yeah, like that. And yeah, I found this ride pretty fun. There were a lot of inversions. It was pretty fast. The only problem I really had with this ride is it was pretty bumpy. I mean, it wasn't really too bad, but it just kind of banged my head a little bit. But to be honest, it's a very fun ride, and I would definitely recommend riding this. So yeah, number 6, Medusa. Coming in at number 5 is the Joker. Now, this ride, I actually didn't expect too much from, but the result was actually pretty great. I really like this ride, and yeah, the way that it twists while it's on the track, it's like you never know which way it's gonna spin, and it makes it really fun. I wouldn't recommend for people that can get motion sick very easily, or stuff like that, because you might get sick, but this ride, to me, was very fun, even though it's pretty short. So yeah, I would definitely recommend unless you get sick very easily. Yeah, I found the spins pretty forceful, so I really like this ride, but I mean, once again, this place has pretty good roller coasters, so couldn't rank it too high. But yeah, number 5, the Joker. Hey guys, so for number 4 on the list, I just wanted to say I'm kind of sorry. The only reason I have this so low compared to what most people put this on the list is because I kind of have a bad history with this roller coaster, which I will explain when I'm ranking it, but I'm sorry if like you really like this coaster and I put it here. This is probably going to surprise most people, but don't worry, I'll explain. Alright guys, so for number 4, it is El Toro. And yeah, most coaster enthusiasts and people like that would put this at number 1, but I will explain. Number 1, I found this very, very rough, and I mean, it's a wooden coaster, so I would expect that, but I mean, every time I got off with a headache. But I mean, I love the airtime, but like the last turns were just like really rough, and I mean, it's a wooden coaster, so I can't really complain about that. But number 2, no, the reason that I put this at number 4, I just, yeah, have a bad history with this roller coaster because, like I said at the beginning of the video, it's been 5 years since I've been to Great Adventure, and I rode El Toro last time I was there. I'm 12 now, so that means I rode El Toro when I was 6, and let me just tell you, I was absolutely terrified by this. And yeah, I never wanted to ride it again after that experience, and it was absolutely insane. I even have a picture of the time I did it, and I mean, rode it when I was 6. I'll show you that right now. So yeah, as you could see it on that picture, I was really not digging El Toro. I was just absolutely terrified of the first drop, and since I was so small, I came really far out of my seat, and I was very, very scared. And um, let's just say I wrote it twice to make. I don't know why I actually wrote it twice. I just did, and I hated both times. So that's yeah, that's probably part of the reason why I don't like El Toro as much. Maybe because I'm just like still terrified. And this roller coaster still kind of scares me. It's absolutely ridiculous, but I mean, it's cool. I'll give it that. But sorry I couldn't rank this higher. I just really couldn't find it better than the next 3 on this list. But yeah, El Toro number 4. Once again, I'm sorry for ranking this at number 4. And for number 3, it is Superman Ultimate Flight, and I'll explain why I think this is better than rank this better than El Toro. So first of all, I've never really been on a flying coaster, and being on this, it was just really, really cool. And then also, as you can see in the video right here, this pretzel loop, it was one of the most awesome elements I've ever felt. As you get like slammed back to your seat and getting a lot of G-force pushing down on you, and then you go right back to flying, as well as the fact that there's nothing below you, it really does feel like you're flying, and I just absolutely love this coaster. Unfortunately, I only got 2 rides on this since the line was always decently long compared to like the other coasters in the park. But to be honest, I got a pretty good day. There was not many people there, and I got a lot of rides in. But this, I was only able to get 2 rides in, but I loved each ride, and yeah, this was a really, really, really cool ride. So, yeah, Superman Ultimate Flight, number 3. And once again, I might have just ranked this number 3 because. Alright, coming in at number 2 is the Jersey Devil. Now, I had a really, really hard time ranking this from number 1, but yeah, this roller coaster was absolutely amazing. If you ride this, 100% go for the back row because you get absolutely thrown over the drop. And when you get that feeling, it is absolutely insane. My favorite part of the ride is probably the 0G stall because of how long you stay upside down. But if you're in the back row, you just have to feel the drop. It's absolutely crazy. But anyways, the reason I ranked this number 2 is because I just found it a little bit bumpy for some reason, and I found it like really, really intense. Almost kind of too intense. Even though I didn't think Intimidator 305 was like crazy intense. I don't know why, I just found this kind of intense, and it was kind of bumpy. The chain lift's also pretty loud, but I mean, this coaster is absolutely amazing. I would 100,000% recommend you ride this if you come to this park. And I rode this 3 times, so I got a good amount of rides on this. The first time I rode in the middle, yeah. And then the second time I rode third to back. And then the last time I rode in the very back, which was super insane. the amount you get thrown in the back of this ride is crazy. But anyways, Jersey Devil number 2. Yeah. Very, very, very good ride. And taking the gold is Nitro. Now, I just found Nitro so good. The first little bit was just a tiny bit bumpy, but after that it was just butter smooth. Now, a few reasons I really, really like this coaster. One, the restraints. I found the restraints very comfortable, and I really like the lap bar. Number 2, this coaster is just really tall, and it's cool because of that. And it's one of the reasons I really like it. It's just really tall, and I like the drop. Number 3, I kind of had a lot of rides on this when I was at Six Flags. So, yeah, the amount of times I rode this, try to guess. I didn't ride 3 times, not 4 times, not 5 times, not 6. I rode 7 times on Nitro. That's how much I liked it. So what I rode, I think the middle once or twice, then the second to back row once. I rode the front row once, and then I rode the very back row 4 times. And every time I just found myself liking it more and more. And if you sit in the back, it's not as an intense whip over the drop as like Jersey Devil, but you get pretty flung over the first drop in the back, which I found very fun. And I don't know why, but the first time I rode this on the helix, like towards the brake run, I actually grayed out. And I don't know why this helix made me gray out right before the brakes and then the little hills, but it just did. And also, the airtime you get on the little hills is actually not very bad. So, yeah, that is why I ranked Nitro number 1. And I hope you guys enjoyed this ranking video. If you did, then I will be sure to make more of these and go to different parks. And yeah, please hit the like button and subscribe. And yeah, that is it for this video. Thank you for watching. And yeah, bye.